Gamaya. Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahai Tejasvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyo Ma Mrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning. So my topic for today is right education is the panacea. So please see page number 22. A nation is advanced in proportion as education and intelligence are spread among the masses. The chief cause of India's ruin has been monopolizing of the whole education and intelligence of the land among a handful of men. If we are to rise again, we shall have to do it by spreading education among the masses. Swamiji was the first person to talk about spreading education among the masses and empowerment of women. The chief cause of India's downfall is this neglect of the masses and neglect of women. భారతదేశం వెనకబడటానికి కారణాలు రెండు అని చెప్తారు స్వామీజీ. ఒకటి పేద ప్రజలను నిర్లక్ష్యం చేయటం, ఇంకోటి స్త్రీలకి నిజమైనటువంటి సాధికారతను కలిగించకపోవటం. Because of these two reasons, country has gone down. So he's talking about spreading awareness, spreading intelligence and education among the masses. So when Swamiji was speaking these words, India's literacy rate was around 6 to 7%. Now we think 65 to 70% literacy rate has come. But still, the problems, some of the problems we could solve, but still there are many problems. Used to say, Swamiji, again and again, that education is a panacea for all the ills of the society. సమాజంలోని అన్ని రుగ్మతలకి విద్యే పరిష్కారాన్ని సూచిస్తుందన్నారు. బట్ నిజంగా సూచించిందా ఆ విధంగా అంటే లేదు. We are yet to conceive right education. People are deliberating. I don't know what difficulty is there in figuring out how to give the right education to people. As we have discussed this issue already, what's the problem that has happened here? Our education has primarily become, more academic oriented and information oriented, not skill oriented. We could have made it a skill oriented education system. So today we have 1,000 universities giving degrees and PGs and PhDs continuously. And so, yes, but without adequate and enough skill. That's why the joblessness and unemployment rate is quite high in this country. Educated people but not skilled professionals are not available in that number. So there is a gap, there is a lacuna, and you have to fill that gap. Yes, agencies are trying, discussions and deliberations are going on. The problem is there is societal conditioning, particularly, as I have told you already, parental conditioning. There are a few courses, there are a few professions which command a lot of respect in the society, a lot of prestige. So much so that people almost are crazy. My son or my daughter should become only these two. Let us say engineer, doctor, chartered accountant. Very narrow. All other professions are not that respected, even though there is money there. So because we have made society like that, there is no dignity of labor as such. All professions are equally sacred. That we need to bring into society. If we don't do that, definitely this unemployment and joblessness will increase further. This is called disguised unemployment. Not that opportunities are not there, but you are not ready to take up those opportunities. You think because you are educated, now you have a degree and PG, you ought to get only this kind of job. You are not flexible enough. Flexibility పోయింది. ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఏమన్నా ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ నుంచి తీసేసింది. ఇట్ హెస్ మేడ్ రిజిడ్. As I am an engineer now, let I am a civil engineer, I will do only this. I am fit for only this. Because this is my qualification, you say. But I say you don't have enough skill in that field because already more skilled people are available for me in that field. So I won't be able to provide employment to you. So you have to find something else, but you're not prepared for it because this is my degree. This is one thing. Morning batch students, I was telling, India with 1.4 billion population is one of the biggest markets in the world today. Worldwide, all the major companies, they are looking towards India for marketing their products. There is huge potential because still India is a growing economy and it has to grow at that 7% only to provide employment to people. That's why government is infusing a lot of money into the system. Though many of the states are borrowing money more than the prescribed limit, central government is not very strict with the state governments. Because of this joblessness and unemployment, you have to increase the purchasing capacity of the people. You need to pump money into the system. As in international markets, money is available at very low interest rates and states are borrowing. Now you say that actually so much of debt is growing and per head this much of debt is there. But the thing is to keep the economy going, okay, to improve the purchasing capacity of the people, you need to infuse money into the system. That's the argument of the states. That's why center is not very strict with regard to borrowings from the external borrowings, borrowing from other countries and international investment companies, agencies. That's going on, okay. But the thing is, are you ready to take up any kind of employment? Do you have the required skill? And what are you doing to empower yourself in that direction? That is a fundamental difference between other economies and Indian economies. The thing is, there they are ready to take up any job because any work is sacred there, dignity of labor is there, but in our country it is not there. So why it is not there? From childhood, from early on, actually that sense of sacredness towards every work we don't infuse into our children. That parental mindset is also like that, very rigid. My child should become like this only. I've already mentioned to you that multiple skills are required. Tomorrow's job market, if you really want to survive, You have to have multiple skills. You belong to the world today. You just don't belong to India. You're a global citizen. If you have skill, you can find employment anywhere in the world. Okay? So skills which you think which are not valued very highly in this country may be valued elsewhere. They are important there. The society needs that skill. So without any inhibition, you just try to acquire as many skills as possible. Okay? Including so-called, menial services. Menial, I mean the thing where actually physical labor is involved, and you think it is low. Because I am a degree holder, PG holder, if there is a work where some physical labor is involved, I won't take it up. That is not for educated person, that is for uneducated and semi-educated. We think this is all the condition that we have. And it's very good actually. The other day our Australia Swamiji was here, I told you that, Adelaide Swamiji. He told me that I am not just a Swami there. If I just give Vedanta lectures, people won't appreciate. And one thing actually, I have to do everything myself. I am a plumber, he told. I am a driver, I am a cook, I am an electrician. Everything he has to do. Okay? Now plumbing need ఏమైనా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి ఇంట్లో ట్యాప్ సరిగ్గా పని చేయట్లేదు అనుకోండి, I can't just call a plumber. I have to pay actually $50, Australian dollars. It's too much of a money, but the donation they get very less there. So electrical work, little repair is there. I can't just afford to call an electrician, not like India. The human labor is very costly. All these technicians are very costly. So everything he had learned on his own and he does everything. So he goes to the market and he drives the car and he purchases provisions and vegetables. Everything he has to do. Okay? So everything is a skill. So with that idea, with that kind of mindset, try to acquire as many skills as possible. Some of you are already parents, I know. Next, your children also. You have to infuse this idea into the minds of your children. My child, every work is sacred. Ana prati pani pavitrame అని చెప్పి అన్ని వర్క్లు నేర్పండి. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ, హ్యావ్ నైస్ డే.